Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Magi, the Kingdom of Magic episode 24 review. Of course, the link to the episode is going to be in the description box down below on Crunchyroll.com. Yo, Barara, yes, and man, thank you. Like, okay, let me just point this out, right? Because I'm going to hop right in because this shit to me I thought was amazing. Listen. When it came to Aladdin, and after Ren and Gyokuen's speech, well, I'll get to because it's very important. We have Aladdin, and he's watching, like, the medium pull down the black god. And then Aladdin, he's like, no, dummy! And then SINBAD's like, yeah, I got you. And I'm like, yes, go, man. And to me, I'll be very honest, when it came to the episode, overall, me personally, Aladdin and Alibaba, the main two characters, they looked pathetic. I'm not gonna lie to you. They looked really pathetic. The way they went about, well, first of all, Aladdin combat-wise is very meh. And then Alibaba actually got his arm, like, he got all of the rook, well, not all the rook, because the way it was depicted was that when the medium touches you, he removes the white rook from your body, or from anything on the planet, to be honest. However, the way it was portrayed, it was as if, like, the skin was just peeled off of you. Now, even though Aladdin in the last episode, Alibaba, in the last episode, was actually pretty damn good. He did the combined extreme magics with him and Cohen, and it was beastly, it was disgusting. In this episode, no. And in fact, more so, at the beginning, Kyogoku comes in there, and she actually does a very good job of attacking the medium. Once the medium shrinks into like this weird, decrepit, humanoid form, she's the first one to actually go ham, and she gets the job done. She actually attacks the body, because only the hands of the medium can actually remove the rook. The body can't do that. So if the medium were to like kick you or to body slam you, like, you know, 5-star frog splash, then it wouldn't do anything because the body and the feet can't absorb the white root, but the hands can. And seeing the actual combination of Komei, Hakuryu, Koha, and Kyogoku, where basically we have Komei, like, his Jin is actually very useful. I'm not going to deny that. And how he's able to, like, transfer the attacks and coordinate between, first it was Hakue, then it was Koha, finally to end it off was Kyogoku with, like, that giant aqua spear going right through the medium. That was really awesome. Then so everyone's like, yeah, we did it, yeah! Medium, no, big. I got really, really big just now. What up? You can't stop me. You can't stop me now! You can't do anything against me. And you're sitting here and you're like, wait a second, hold up. Hey, like, how in the name of whatever sky god you believe in did this guy get that big? And then we have Aladdin explain how pretty much this guy absorbed all of the rook, or most of the rook, or some of the rook, yes, some of the rook in the sea that he was in. So that's why there's like a giant, like, open area. So the medium is extraordinarily powerful. And the second best scene in my well, no, I can't say second best. One of the best scenes was when we have the medium. He takes out Kyogoku, and all the skin on her legs is completely removed. But the worst one was Koha, because Koha went in there to save Kyogoku, because he didn't want any family members to actually die. And in the process, he gets completely caught by the medium. So even though Cohen comes in there and saves him split second, almost all the skin on Koha is completely gone. And you're sitting there like, yo, Koha just died. Like, honest to God, if you didn't read the manga and you're watching the anime for the first time, you're thinking, yo, Koha's dead. Like, there's no way he can come back from that. There's no way. And then Komei, he gets pissed. Like, yo, nah, man, it ain't going down like that. I don't roll that way. So he teleports an entire mountain over the medium. And that was a really nice scene. So his magic, I'm sorry, his Jin equip is very good. It really is. I mean, even though he's late, because he's kind of like Shikamaru in the sense that when you first see him, he's like, I'm really lazy. I'm kind of tired. I don't want to do this. In fact, in the episode at the beginning, before the medium transformed into like that weird humanoid decrepit form, when the medium was still in its ball form, and they did the combined magics, the combined extreme magics, it was Komei who was actually teleporting the burnt Jins to another area, and he's like, Nissan, how long do I need to do this for? Because I'm pretty tired. And he's like, for as long as it takes, fool. Let's go. Stop messing with me. I am the leader of this group of misfits right here. I'm the leader of the Three Musketeers. In this case, the Metaverse users of the Ko Empire, and so on and so forth. And by the way, Hakuryu nowhere to be seen. Last time we saw him, he was chilling with Judar. So, now keep in mind that Judar is someone that's very immersed in Black Root. Like, he loves the stuff. So, where he actually and plus he's a member of Alphaman. I mean, even though Hakuryu wants to kill his mom, Ren Gyokuen, he's still a member of Alphaman. So, it's kind of weird where they're, because we don't know where they stand in the overall position of the current situation. Like, would Hakuryu want to, like, die alongside everyone else in this black sun and the black god coming down? Or does he want to kill his mom? And then, so we don't know where he stands fully. I mean, I highly doubt that he'd actually want to die before killing his mom. So, the thing is that situation is very dire. The medium is pulling down Black God. And then again, there's the scene, Aladdin. No, damn it! SINBAD, Barada, Saika. And here's the thing I need to point out. Normally, when you have someone using extreme magic, it's like a chant, and then they say extreme magic. SINBAD didn't say extreme magic. He didn't say it. Now, we do see the circle behind him, like that giant pentagram thing behind him. But he didn't say extreme magic. All he just said was Barara Saika. And then there's lightning bolts. And listen, I'm the king of lightning. Alright? And unfortunately, I'm back home, so I can't point to my SINBAD poster that's always behind me. But, Jesus Christ, this dude is just raining down lightning bolts. And every time a lightning bolt strikes, it's like it strikes. Then you see, like, if you actually go back to when he did, like the second time around, it's very distinct. Where the lightning bolt strikes, and then everything seems relatively normal. Then out of nowhere, an explosion occurs. And you're like, yes, dude, that's awesome. That's epic. SINBAD is the #1 anomaly of the world. Alright? And he is just wrecking shop with just one Jin. He has 7 Jin. Now, I'm pretty sure that when it comes to power, when it comes to raw power, I'm pretty sure that the lightning one that he always uses is like his main one, like the best one. That's my assumption. I mean, of course, given what we saw in the SINBAD side story, I would assume that as well. It's pretty obvious to me that even though Folk Lore is pretty damn good, even though Zepar is unique in some aspects, out of those 3 so far, the lightning one, Barara, is amazing, alright? It's the best one by far. Now, again, we haven't seen the other 4 Jin, but I'm just going to make the assumption here that that's the strongest one. Because it is lightning, and lightning is the shit. So, before then, though, we have this whole thing about Ren Gyokuen. And this is very important. Ren Gyokuen reveals that she is a Magi of Alma Torran, just like Aladdin is. And Aladdin is the reincarnation of King Solomon. And of course, we all knew about that because he's Solomon's proxy. He's the incarnate. We've heard that before, pretty much. So now we know that, in fact, this lady, Ren Gyokuen, is a Magi. And she is a Magi of Alma Torran, the other world that existed before it was taken by the Black God. And that means that right now, in this world, there are 5 Magi. 5. And 2 of them are heavily immersed in Dark Root, mainly one over the other. Clearly, Ren Gyokuen is heavy. I mean, she had a dark Borg, for Christ. She had a dark Borg when she blocked Haku's attack. Never seen that before. Never. So, clearly, we have two Magi that are going to the trend of, okay, well, we like the Black Rook, and then the other three Magi are normal Magi. It's just that, again, when it comes to Aladdin and Rengyokuen, they are Magi of Alma Torran, which explains why Aladdin himself is an anomaly, because if you look back in the first season, Judar said that throughout the course of history, there's only been 3 Magi in every era. Only 3 Magi. Out of nowhere, in comes Aladdin. I'm the 4th one. Hey, 4th wheel. Woo! Woo! Like, whoa. Like, what are you doing here? The hell's this? Like, he's ruined the flow. So, the thing is that now we know why. Because they're not from this world, they're from the other world. The world that was destroyed previously. Now, I don't know what's going on here with Rengyokuen, because she was speeching. She was speeching to Aladdin, but he wasn't listening. Like, he couldn't hear her. Like, it's kind of like a comedian going about his comedy skits, and there's no audience. It's like, dude, like what are you doing? Like, I don't get it. Like, to me, it just kind of threw me off, because here we have Rengyokuen. And so she apparently was the one that led to the demise of the other world, which is a big deal. So we see in the flashback that one of the Magi betrayed King Solomon, and then we see like the giant black guy about to touch down. So that was her fault. Now, how she didn't die, I don't know. Maybe if you appease the black god, you won't die in his. You won't die in the world removed of Rook. So again, I have no idea. But the thing here is that she didn't die, and apparently neither did like some of the other guys there. And what we find out is, simply put, when it comes to the situation right now, the biggest threat to them at this point in time isn't Aladdin, it isn't Alibaba, it isn't Kohen and Koha and the other guys. It's not even Yune who came down there. The biggest threat that she said at this point in time is SINBAD. SINBAD is their biggest threat by far, which makes perfect sense. And then you see him come down. His households, I'm sorry, well, I can't say his households, because in this case, the only household that he actually has that actually went in there was Dracon. But the households of the 7-Sea Alliance are disgusting. They come in there and they're just firing blasts, like boom, 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 and just, it's constant explosions. In comes Morgiana out of nowhere, and I mean, to me, it was cool that she came in there and she saved Alibaba when he was falling down, because he said, oh, well, they're here now, so I can now pass out. I can now pass out. Alright, fine. Oh, apparently. And Morgiana saves him. So that was cool in that sense, because Morgiana, she's pretty damn cool, to be quite honest. However, I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, Alibaba, man, like, come on, dude. Like, where did your nuts just go? Listen, the entire time he was fighting, he was kind of being led along by Kohen. You can't deny that. That's number one. Number two is that at the end of the fighting, well, it's not over yet, but in this situation where he still needs to be alert, where he has to realize that this thing is still here. Even though the households are doing their job, this thing is still here. He decides, you know what, SINBAD's here, I'm going to pass out. So that's number two. Number two is that he's relying on other people to get the job done. Number three, or maybe, well, in that sense, he has faith, I guess, but still, like, you shouldn't let your guard down. Because if you do, and if you mess up, and they need you, the world's going to, you know, be destroyed. And number three, finally, is that he gets saved. He gets saved by Morgiana. So, in that sense, I'm kind of like, like, where'd your balls just go, bro? Like, where are your nuts? They're nowhere, man. I got a bowl of cashews. If you want some nuts, let me in. All right, let me know. I will give you a bowl of nuts because you just lost some of your nuts. That's my take on that. But finally, we see her do a technique, and she basically does like some fire skill because she's grown. Her hair is much longer. She's actually using her household on her legs now, which is, you know, very fascinating. So she can now fly, but controlling the air pressure and the heat and the temperature. Well, heat is temperatures, obviously. Well, heat is technically kinetic energy, but whatever, it doesn't matter. And and basically, she does an attack. Very nice, very nice. So now we see that she's actually grown exponentially, and the medium's still there. But now SINBAD's powering up, so you know it's a wrap. All right, once SINBAD powers up, over, done, adios. So the episode rating overall, first of all, animation. The animation was actually a lot better than last week. I'll be very honest. Last week's episode, animation a lot of times was very. However, the animation overall was actually pretty damn good. When it came to the scenes of flesh removing, very nice. When it came to the scene of Mei dropping the mountain on the medium, that was very nice. When it came to the medium itself actually taking all of the Rook, or some of the Rook in the sea, very nice. When it came to SINBAD, awesome. It's a wrap. So, overall animation was pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, it was great, to be quite honest. When it came to the pacing, we're almost done. There's gonna be one more episode left, and the pacing of this episode was actually fairly well paced. We did cover a lot of ground since SINBAD is now in. Sinbad explains how because of Yunnan and Morgiana, we found out the situation at hand. And plus we get to see the other metal vessel users of the 7 Sea Alliance. So that's also pretty damn good too. And like the guys from Halio Hop, the Imachuk, the you know, like those cats. And what I want to point out is that even though the episode overall I loved, there are some discrepancies when you compare it to the manga. They really are. Like, for example, Morgiana, the attack that she used in the anime didn't happen in the manga. I kind of want to tell you guys, if you guys don't actually read the manga, but if you go to the manga, she uses a completely different attack. A completely different attack. So, just saying. And I'll be quite honest, the attack in the manga was actually a lot better. It was a lot better. Because it was actually more distinct for what she's known for. It really is. But, and then of course it does show that she actually, like, truly developed when it came to her skill. I mean, in the anime, yeah, it's still there, but in the manga, it's far more so, because her attack in the manga was disgusting. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the differences between the manga and the anime. I mean, like, there are a few more, but not that big of a deal at all. So that being said, the episode overall, I'm going to give it an amazing. I thought it was one of the best episodes I've seen of Magi, period. Though I will say that next week, it may not be... Well, no, we'll see. We'll judge. So, I'll see you guys later. King of Lightning. Be sure, of course, rate the video, comment, subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day.